This screencast is going to be about communities. Now, communities is where we're going to really communicate with each other from the class. The reason I chose that is you can do a private community like I showed you earlier in the Google Plus tour. And sorry, something wants to make changes. Let me close that out. There we go. Home, communities is how you get to it. I want to be in a different account, so I'm going to go to here. This is where I have our communities on this Gmail account. So home, communities, and you can see tech has all kinds of nice little glitches, but you get used to it. You just kind of roll with it. No biggie. I have these little guys here, the ones I'm following. I have kind of an issue. I go to delete some, and then I find even more I want to add. So you got to be careful. You keep going. This is kind of discover. It gives you some ideas based on what you've chosen before, what you might want to look at next. So you see HTML5. You have all kinds of interesting information. If you want to search for a particular subject, let's say photography, just click in there and then just look through it. Look at all these great, for those of you that are art teachers, all kinds of great examples for your students. You just click on them to join a community like this. Look at this nature one. Click on it and just hit join community. Now some of them are closed. Doesn't mean you can't hit join. It'll just say join. There might be a little thing that you sign, or not a sign, but that you fill out saying why you want to join it, because some are a little more closed than others, or some are very open. If you have a particular community you might be interested in but you don't find it, you can create one, and that's what I've done for our classes. So I'm going to go ahead and open this one. There's the technology class, and I've set up the science teaching class pretty much the same way. All posts, that just shows you everything. So it's kind of nice. You can filter. You can look for specific things here. Discussions, that's where you're going to post each week's discussions on our readings. PLN discoveries, that's personal learning networks. So when you are tasked with going on a Twitter chat or a Google Plus or some other form of PLN, that's where you'll share what you've learned there. Help, if you have any kind of tech or questions about the class. Reflections, not required, but if you just kind of want to let us know how you're progressing or what you think or how your thoughts may have changed or whatever. Miscellaneous, anything after that. Jokes, whatever you want to do. Talk about yourself, your family, what a pain in the butt it is being in school, whatever it might be. And events. This could be a good one too. If you want to schedule an event with some people that you are either with the whole community, or maybe you are collaborating with some of your fellow classmates and you want to do a hangout together. So you can talk about some stuff and maybe do some screen shares and be able to really work together. It helps to collaborate. You can even share Google Docs on these. So hangouts are pretty cool. Now to do posts on these. Oh, and over here real quick too, here's some resources for you. Live Binder. Like I said, you're going to be immersed in technology in this class. It's a way of saving internet resources in a nice organizational fashion that people are kind of used to. It's funny to me how we always do this. We kind of go back to what we're used to. So this looks like a notebook. You'll see it. It has the tabs and everything, and even looks like big notebooks, like big 3-ring binder graphics. So, but it's a real efficient way and a real nice way of sorting materials and then sharing them with other people. You can find most people make these public, so you can find live binders and all kinds of information. The Google Plus tutorial pages, those are nice to go to. The video tutorial. And then Jerry the King of Ed Curation. He's a Cybrary man. Anything you want to find out about EdTech, you go to this site. Now it's a little crude. It looks like the old-fashioned websites. So it can be hard to get around sometimes, but trust me, everything you want to know about EdTech, or at least EdTech materials, EdTech resources, are going to be in this link. Now, posting. Notice text, photos, link, video, event. And like I said, each post is going to have its own little block, kind of like I said, like Pinterest. And now the posts, anything that you do for follow-up is going to go in here. So text, it works similar to Facebook. Type some text. Then you can choose where you want it to go, or you could start from here. But if you go to old posts, notice if I just click on this, I can decide which category I want it to be in, and that'll make it easier to find or to filter. So make sure if it fits a category, make sure to choose the right category. That way people, I could just come down here and go to help, and I can just see all the help posts. But this will be a discussion, so share, and then just right up here. So share what's new, so type some text. Now I can add a comment, or +1. That's the same thing as a like. And you can keep posting comments on down. Now the other thing, remember, I want anyone's initial discussion post to be in video, even those of us who meet face to face. This is good practice for you as a teacher. A lot of times, I think you'll be amazed at how often you may end up now and then doing an online class. That's really picking up a lot in the K through 12 community, so it's something you should be kind of prepared for a little bit. So kind of pay attention to how, for those of you taking online classes, pay attention to what you're seeing, what you would do differently. Look at it as both a teacher and a student in anything you're doing right now. If I wanted to do a video post, I would go to video and look at your options here. You can YouTube videos, so if you want to include a YouTube video. And of course with CCSD, don't forget a lot of those are blocked. Enter a URL, your YouTube video, upload from some other source like Vimeo, and then record video. So if I select that, look what happens. It brings it up. What I would do is hit record. I would say my thoughts about what I read. If I liked it, it'll be a playback here, and I can play it back in here. If I like it, I can say add video. So let's record. I record for a few minutes. Then I'll stop. Like I said, I can play it back, see how it was. If I didn't like it, I can hit start over. If I like it, I can click on add video. And it takes a little bit. And now notice I still haven't uploaded it. This is my video for discussion 1, or week 1, or whatever you want to call it. Now I'll share it. And one thing I want you to do, you can see it worked because it's moving around there. And make sure it's working. Make sure it's uploaded properly. Sometimes, internet issues, things like that. So you have to be careful. And again, your follow-up posts are going to be in text. So only the initial post will be video, follow-up on text. Okay, that is it